All right, let us start in child's pose today, taking the knees wide, letting the arms come forward. Resting your forehead or your chest on the ground, whichever reaches there. Allowing your breath to come in and out the back of your body. I'd like to share with you one of my favorite poems to get us started this morning. Before 2020, I lost two of my favorite teachers, Ram Dass, and my favorite poet, spirit guide, Mary Oliver. So this one's from Mary Oliver. Why I wake early. Hello, sun in my face. Hello, you who make the morning and spread it over the fields and into the faces of the tulips and the nodding morning glories, and into the windows of even the miserable and the crotchety. Best preacher that ever was, dear star, that just happens to be where you are in the universe, to keep us from ever darkness, to ease us with warm touching, to hold us in the great hands of light. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Watch now how I start the day in happiness, in kindness. And of course, she's talking about the sun, but we can start our day in happiness and kindness from our internal sun, from bringing our breath more fully into the sides of our body. No matter what time of day you're taking this class, you can always decide to connect to your internal fire, your light. Sending your fingertips over towards the left-hand side. Send your bum back and towards the right. Walk your fingers in a long arch over towards the opposite side. Breathing into the sides of your ribs here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Make your way onto all fours. Finding a few rounds of cat and cow here, inhaling, dropping belly, chest, looking, reaching up, and exhaling, curling everything under, looking down towards your belly button, press the shins down. A few rounds back and forth, finding where you're sticky and moving there. Intentionally sending breath there, light there, you there. Curl your right head towards your right thumb, side bending towards the right. And then switch. Curl your head over towards the left, side bend to the left. A few times side to side, like you're wagging your tail and your head in the same direction. Reaching back with the right foot, keep the right big toe on the ground and press back through the right heel here. Fire up the back of the leg, left arm reaches forwards. Maybe you lift the leg parallel towards the ground. Reach so far your belly engages up and away from the ground, and on an exhale, touch left elbow to right knee, curl under. Inhale, reach long and far. Exhale, curl it under. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, hand to the ground, knee to the ground. Other side, left foot reaches back, press back through the left heel. Fire up the front side of your body like it wants to reach up and away from the ground. Right arm reaches forwards. Maybe left leg comes parallel towards the ground. Inhale, grow even longer. Exhale, elbow to knee. 2 more times with your own breath. Seeing how gentle you can make your movement, but how powerful you can be. On an exhale, hand comes down, knee comes down. Tuck those toes under. Lift the inner thighs up and back, downward facing dog. Shake the head out a few times here. Nod your head, yes, good morning. And shake your head, no. Pedaling the feet back and forth. Slowly take those pedaling feet and walk them towards the front of your mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. Taking the legs a little wider than hip distance. Nice bend in the knees. You can clasp opposite elbows. Easy sway side to side. Letting your breath roll down the back of your spine, out the top of your head. On a breath in, roll up one vertebrae at a time. And the shoulders roll back and down at the top. Step your legs a little closer together, about hip distance. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Grabbing onto left wrist, reach up and over towards the right side, bending here. Inhaling back up towards the center, grabbing onto the right wrist, reach up and over towards the left. Being gentle where you can, maybe in your jaw or at the base of your neck. Inhale, rise back on up, reach both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart, forward fold. Bending the knees at the bottom. Inhale, take a long spine. Exhale, fold it forward, coming back, top of a push-up plank position. 3 breaths here. 3 breaths to reach the back of your body up towards the sky. 3 breaths to press your heels back, crown of the head forwards. 3 breaths to find as little effort as you can amongst all of this. Exhaling, bring the knees down, lower all the way to the ground. Rolling tips of the shoulder blades back and down. Inhale, up, cobra pose. Exhaling, release. Pressing back, child's pose or downward facing dog. 5 breaths wherever you choose. Imagining the warmth of the sun shining on the back of your body. Opening up your body today as it might do for a flower opening its petals in the morning. We meet in downward facing dog. On a breath in, left leg lifts up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, high lunge, arms rise overhead. Scissor the legs together, right hip draws forwards. Hands come down towards your heart. You can either stay here or on an exhale, find a twist towards your left-hand side. Outer right arm comes towards outer left thigh. Using your breath to grow the crown of your head long and away from your tail. And finding space wherever you can. On an inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back, top of a plank. One breath in. Exhale, resist the ground as you lower towards it, like you're magnetized up towards the sky. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling, down dog. 3 breaths here. On a breath in, right leg lifts up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, high lunge, arms rise up towards the sky. Drawing the left hip forward, hands come towards your heart. See if you could shimmy your ribs up and away from your hips. And on an exhale, option to twist towards the right. Bringing outer arm to outer thigh. And breathing into whatever space you find here. On an inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. Exhaling, frame the front foot. Stepping back for a vinyasa flow or just coming back down dog. Up to you. And pedaling the feet out one more time and down dog. And walking the feet to the front of the mat like so. Articulating through your feet as you walk. Ball of the foot, heel, ankle. Inhaling, lift halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, bend the knees, Utkatasana, arms rise up towards the sky. Again, bringing the hands to the heart. Option to twist towards the left here. Maybe outer arm comes towards outer thigh, or you stay with an upright torso. Inhale, arms reach back up towards the sky. Transfer the weight onto the left foot. Step the right leg back, warrior 2. Turn the palms to face up towards the sky. Allow your breath to fill the sides of your rib cage here. And again, see if you could grow the crown of your head up and away from the ground. Inhale, left arm reaches forward. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Press the outer edge of the right foot down into the ground. Inhaling, rise back on up, straightening that front leg, triangle pose. Left hand comes towards the ground or the upper thigh. Rolling out the top wrist. Maybe you ease your neck by looking down towards the ground and up towards the sky. Inhaling, use your right arm reaching up towards the sky to bring you back up to standing. Turn all 10 toes towards the right side of your mat. Then turn your heels in, horse pose or goddess pose. Arms come up into a V. Try to press your heels apart from each other while you lift the sides of your waist up and away from your hips. I have my amazing ski shirt on my friend gave me here. I'm just loving it. It's super ridiculous. That's what 2021 is for. And on an exhale, come back up towards stand. All 10 toes turn towards the left, folding over your front leg, Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Release the head forwards. Shake the head out, no. Nod the head, yes. Mm-hmm. And step the back leg forward to meet the front. Uttanasana, forward fold. Little bend in the knees, little straighten the knees. Little bend in the knees, straightening. One more time, bending and straightening. Bend the knees all the way. Utkatasana, chair pose. Arms rise. Dragging the inner thighs towards each other here. Hands come into the heart. Option to stay here, feeling the power in between those inner thighs, or to twist towards the right. Mm-hmm. Sending breath into the back of those shoulders. One more breath in. Mm-hmm. On the next breath, arms rise up towards the sky. Stepping the left leg back, warrior two. Front heel intersects the middle of the back thigh. Arms stretch long, reaching front and back, palms face up to the sky. Drag your right heel forwards as you inhale, reach the right arm forwards. Reverse the warrior. Notice where you're holding a little too much tension, not the healthy kind, but the unhealthy kind. And just move that area a little bit. For me, it's the back of my neck. Inhale, rise back on up, straightening right leg, triangle pose. Roll out the left wrist. Mm-hmm. Just taking in the yumminess that it is to move your body. Inhaling, use the left arm reaching up to the sky to rise back on up. I will turn around so my bum's not to the camera. And once again, goddess pose here. Big bend in the knees. Take an easy sway side to side. On an exhale, bring your torso parallel towards the ground. Arms reach wide. See if you could lift up through the heels and then bring them back down. A few more times. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Straightening those legs. All toes point towards the front of the mat. Folding forward over that right leg, pyramid pose. If the hands don't reach the ground, a nice balance challenge, bringing them to your front thigh or shin. Exhaling, bend your front knee. Step back, top of a push-up plank position. Lower down to forearm plank. And try to drag your elbows and your toes away from each other here. Taking about 10 breaths. And noticing the dread you might feel over that. Instead of thinking of what's to come, could you just stay with each solo breath? Each moment of sensation in your body. Maybe you imagine the sun is shining on your back in these winter months, warming up the back of your shins or heels. Staying with it. And then making your left forearm parallel to the front of your mat. Come into side forearm plank on the left side. Feet don't have to stack. Right foot can be in front of left. But lift the hips up towards the sky here. And imagine your hand, your right hand now is reaching up towards the sky, towards the sun. Gathering warmth in for you here. And taking that warmth with you, bring the right hand back towards the ground, switching sides. Forearm plank on the right side. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Gathering sun, gathering light. Exhale, bring the left hand to the ground. Lowering the hips down, Sphinx pose. Shoulders stack right over elbows. Press the pubic bone down towards the ground and try to drag it towards the front of your mat. Once again, parallel the left arm to the front of the mat. Reach right hand back for right foot for a quadricep stretch here. You may need to grab a strap or a towel. Maybe you just take this as a spinal twist just by reaching towards the leg. Checking in continuously. Where am I holding unnecessary tension that does not support me here? Is it my neck, or my shoulder, my mind, my face? Send it a breath. Exhale, release the right foot, switching sides. Right forearm parallel to the front of the mat. Left arm reaches back for left foot. Being gentle with yourself. Exhale, release the left foot. Coming back into a child's pose. Bum sits back towards your heels, arms reach long. Sending breath into your low back. In the middle of your back. Your upper back. Walk your hands over towards the right. A little side bend in the right side of the body. And over towards the left. And coming up to sit on your heels, swing your legs around forwards. And coming back onto your back for bridge pose. Knees are bent. About hip distance apart. Pressing the pubic bone down towards the ground. Lift up through the front of the thighs. Your hands can clasp underneath your back. Maybe bringing those shoulder blades together for a nice morning stretch here. One more breath, rise up a tiny bit higher. Exhale, lower all the way to the ground. And grabbing under the thighs or outer edge of the feet, happy baby pose here. Allowing your breath to explore your body. Explore your thighs. Maybe even feel your breath traveling to the bottom of your feet here, wiggling your toes. And finding any last pose that's calling out to you. Maybe you straighten one leg in this position, then the other leg. Maybe you take a plow pose. And committing to just this short period together can transform the rest of your day, even if there's only an hour left in your day today. A nice reset of the nervous system, a nice setting intention of bringing sun into your life can change everything. Squeeze your body into a tight ball here, squeezing every single muscle you have. Squeeze your eyes shut, your face shut. Hold your breath for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release down. Shavasana. Giving yourself the gift of at least a minute here. And allowing the earth to receive your body. Imagining that the power of the sun is shining down onto your body, warming you from the inside out. From Mary Oliver, Why I Wake Early. Hello, sun in my face. Hello, you who make the morning and spread it over the fields, into the faces of the tulips and the nodding morning glories, and into the windows of even the miserable and the crotchety. Best preacher that ever was, dear star, that just happens to be where you are in the universe, to keep us from ever darkness, to ease us with warm touching, to hold us in the great hands of light. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Watch now how I start the day in happiness and kindness. Every day we have the opportunity to start over, to start different, to start in happiness or kindness, or at least in trying to let the sun touch and warm our body. I thank you for committing this time to yourself. You're all better for it. Namaste.